Well, well, well. They say money talks. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all already know this is Punch on Boxing, aka Mr. Moonshine himself. Look where boxing is heading to. Ladies and gentlemen, yesterday we saw KSI defeat two men in one night. We saw him fight a quote unquote professional fighter, a poor excuse of a Mexican warrior, Diablo, man. Anyway, you can't discredit KSI for doing what he's doing, getting the bag. You got Jake Paul, doing this thing, signing Amanda Serrano, 7th Division World Champion, had the biggest women fight in the sport of boxing versus Katie Taylor. So, and look, when he puts up events, he put fighters in his undercard and makes more money than they ever did fighting for another promoter. So, there's people out there that be like, yo, but Jake Paul, man, he's ruining boxing. Yo, nah, he's helping boxing as well. But, we move over to the biggest attraction. Not necessarily straps involved, belts involved, glory involved, the best fighting the best. No. Ryan Garcia and Gervonta Tank Davis, two wonderful talents. Great speed, great power by both of these guys. These guys could be the face of boxing, especially here in America, all over the world. They got the skills to do so. They got the personality to do so. And they got the personalities behind them, paws, that's carrying their career, like Floyd Mayweather and Oscar de la Hoya. Two extreme icons of the sport of boxing, most recognizable fighters of our time. And these are the biggest, most lucrative fight in the sport of boxing. Tank Davis versus Ryan Garcia, KSI versus Jake Paul. These fights will make more money. These fights will put more butts in the seats than the number one priority fight, most wanted fight in the sport of boxing, and that's Bud Crawford versus Earl the True Spence. These guys may compete in putting butts in the seats. I'm not going to say necessarily make more money, but these guys can compete with the, you could say, Wilder, AJ in America. Now, if I was out there in the UK, you already know, man, they could do it probably 100,000, maybe 100,000 people looking on, or 90,000 people. But what I'm saying is, the biggest fights in the sport of boxing has no straps and no glory. Let's not forget that this October we're going to witness Conor Ben versus Chris Eubank Jr. No straps, no glory. Ladies and gentlemen, this months ago we had what was the fight that we had that it was no straps, no glory? Kell Brook versus Amir Khan. No straps, no glory. Sold out within 6 hours of tickets going on sale. Conor Ben and Chris Eubank Jr. sold out in an hour. KSI versus Paul. And look, at KSI did good in London. Packed the arena. Packed Wembley. Got to give him credit. Tank and Ryan Garcia is going to pack any place in America. KSI versus Paul. Who will make more money? I mean, which one will be bigger? Ladies and gentlemen, we're heading to the attractions of boxing. And of course, this is not new. This is prize fighting at the end of the day. People love to say, let's go. We want to go. We want boxing to be like it was back in the days. What you being about back in the days? You're talking about back in the days when it first started, when it was called pugilism, when it was called prize fighting. Back in the days when there was no belts on the line, they were just fighting for who got the biggest purse. We're heading to the sport of boxing. Look, we just have Devin Haney snubbed from the pound for pound list, and he's undisputed. We're going to the attractions. Believe it or not, we're trying to hold the morals of boxing, and we're losing. For the people out there, for the hardcore boxing fan that's trying to hold on to the morals of boxing, let me tell you like this, and how the boxing industry looks at the quote-unquote hardcore boxing fans. We're not enough. And most importantly, we don't flip the bill. The reason why Bud Crawford and Earl Spence is taking a long time to even be announced and just hash out the details in their contract is because, like Tim Smith said, PBC personnel said, the hardcores will rob the fight. Ladies and gentlemen, we going ahead with the attractions. The attractions is going to save boxing with the belt or without a belt.